Yeah, Vex Cap Podcast, episode 96. We back, baby.
Episode motherfucking 96.
Man, this one gonna be a little interesting episode, man. I got a lot of topics. A lot of shit went down, man. Not even like heavy shit. It's all light shit. You know what I'm saying? I like that kind of shit. It's been too heavy these last couple weeks, man.
Ain't no RIPs this week, right?
Man, some people died, but I ain't got it down.
The people at the hospital, at that doctor's office.
Yeah, the hospital. What was that, Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Man, listen, I don't know what the fuck going on in the water. Then it was a little nigga. He got charged by Fulton County because he sent in death threats to Gwinnett, to Atlanta over YSL. He was saying like he'll blow the police station up, all kind of crazy shit. So yeah. Damn. Yeah, he got 24 counts of terroristic threats. He 18 years old. So yeah.
And he 18?
He only 18, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, he
in
crazy.
In that case, he would have been better off being like 15.
He must have been from Gwinnett, because where did Gwinnett have to do with anything in this situation?
They didn't want to fuck with someone.
Like, Gwinnett ain't got nothing to do with YSL. But I guess we can start off with YSL shit. You know, just a little update. You know what I'm saying? I guess we all knew shit. If Gunna didn't get bail, we knew Thug wasn't getting bail.
Thug ain't ever getting bail.
Yeah, Thug either just gonna beat this case and walk, or he
gonna do his time.
He gonna be in there for a minute. He need to just prepare. I seen him in there praying and shit. Like I get it, but Thug,
hey, you know, that nigga trying to be funny though. You think he dead ass had to go to the bathroom?
I think he probably had to go pee. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he had to go pray in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't no telling how long he was in there.
Facts. You know
that
what
shit,
I mean?
Like, you ain't supposed to laugh. That just made the judge even more mad.
I think the people laughing is what made the judge
That's
mad.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, shit. When you gotta go, right? You know, what's the difference? So, that's how I look at it. Fuck it. So, yeah, it's YSL. They talking about people snitching. They putting it out there. People is ratting on Thug. They say he the main. Everybody scared of Thug. Everybody. They saying everybody scared of Thug. You know, they saying like if you leave, you're gonna get killed. He's the boss. He the one running everything. You know, what you think about that shit? You think that this is just like over exaggerating, or like? I
feel like probably some of it's true, but I also feel like why now? Only because you got caught doing the same. Like, nigga, y'all was doing shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate you snitching to try to. It don't seem like no immunity deal. And then niggas gonna figure out who's snitching. So if he is doing the shit that y'all say, there's still niggas out there, and you gonna get killed.
That's why they want him. That's why they want him and Gunna behind bars. They say they call the shots. So like we figure out the discovery come in, whatever it may be, and they put two and two together. You know, that's what witness protection.
But they still ain't found nothing else on Gunna though, for real.
Bro, I still don't understand Gunna shit. Like, I feel like they really just reaching, bro. And they just hoping that somebody snitch and get him something valuable so they can just use it for the charge that they gave him, even though the charges look like they probably not gonna stick. Like, I really feel like they just wasting Gunna time and money.
I think
Gunna, taxpayer time and money.
Yeah, Gunna will probably be out in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Because you know what? You know, I'm not big on the free certain rapper campaigns, but Gunna, I just feel like he getting dealt a dirty hand, bro. On behalf of Thug and them niggas. They was talking about Yak Gotti snitching.
And ain't he supposed to be like close?
So he put up a post saying like, you know, I did my time. No, my brother didn't do a day in jail. But I think it's a little I think it's a little trickier than that. If the paperwork is valid from what I've seen. So in the paperwork, it's some old paperwork. Basically, in 2015, Lil Duke, that's still a right-hand man. Lil Duke went to Magic City. This was on camera. I realized they scrubbed that shit off the internet. But it was on surveillance camera. Like, he got into it with the ops. I'm assuming some YFN niggas. I think it was some YFN niggas. He got into it with the ops. Them niggas got into it in Magic City. They whooped his ass. And then he was running out and they was shooting at this nigga. And by the grace of God, he didn't get hit. They was shooting at that nigga, though. And, yeah, so basically he went and met up with Yak Gotti. And, you know, Yak Gotti had a pistol and an AK. They was in the car about to go ride. Police spotted them in the op neighborhood. Them niggas took off in the car, ended up hitting the stop sign, get out, run. They arrest them. Feds picked up the charge. So the statement says, Yak Gotti said to the police The pistol is mine and the AK is mine, but I gave the AK, I lent the AK to Duke so he could go slide on the ops, basically. Like he told the police that, allegedly. Now he took it, he ended up ultimately taking a plea deal, taking his charge. Duke didn't have to go to jail for the shit. But what they did was they saved that statement for the RICO. So now that statement is part of the RICO.
So they knew what the hell they was doing.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, damn, is he a rat? Is he not? I think at the time he probably didn't feel like he was a rat. Now he was talking too much.
You giving unsolicited information. They didn't ask you what he was about to do.
He literally just put them in. He just made a conspiracy case right there by telling them that. Like, you supposed to keep your mouth shut. You ain't supposed to say nothing. When he said that, that's when they was like, oh, we got a conspiracy charge. Let's hold on. Let's hold on. We got a RICO charge we trying to look into anyway. So I was like, why would you say that? Why? So I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's indirect snitching.
No, that's direct snitching.
It's direct snitching, but I guess he thought probably he was like in the clear, like he thought he was straight because they didn't use it in court.
Hey, you still snitch. It just caught up to you a little bit later.
Yeah. You know, Feds is too smart. Feds is some smart ass niggas.
Them niggas, that's 50 bodies. You still let 50 bodies go. But
nigga hot about that.
As soon as motherfuckers talk about the goddamn cops, you come at the cops and all right, that's enough.
Man, you seen Blueface? You seen what happened with Blueface and his family? Did you see that shit?
You talking the baby mama fighting her sister or some shit?
So he got a little side bitch who's like his side bottom bitch named Krishan Rocks, right?
Yeah.
So Krishan Rocks, you know, like at one point she was breaking in the house.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And she like cut her hand on the window and wrote "I love you" blue in blood. She even stole his car the second time she broke in his house. Tried to go back home to Maryland. She had like crack and all kind of shit in the car. Got arrested. Like she was like transporting some shit. Her sister, originally she got in a fight with she got jumped by Blueface's sister and friends. That's how her tooth is missing. She got a front tooth missing. Little scraggly looking bitch. I don't even know, but we gotta talk about Blueface. He got the worst collection of hoes for a celebrity, but that's another story.
Yeah, he getting the ones that's gonna shut up and do whatever the hell he say.
Yeah,
some of the shit they be doing, bro. You ain't gonna find no bad ones that's gonna do that shit.
So basically, this nigga Blue, he had basically, I'm trying to explain it. Okay, so basically he said that his mom is the type that always get into it with his girlfriends. For whatever reason, it sounded like they already had beef, obviously, because the sister and them already fought.
Yeah.
So the sister was there with her husband, and the mama was there. Allegedly, the mama threw a Gatorade in Krishan Rock's face. And Krishan Rock stole on her, boom, hit your mama. Then, now according to the sister, Blueface and his goons hit her. And then Krishan Rocks, we got video of Krishan Rocks beating her ass, and it looked like she peed on herself. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't believe that Blueface and his goons hit her. Now, they did beat on her husband. Her husband was knocked out for a long time. Like,
that nigga was just laid out in the middle of the street.
Bleeding.
I thought that nigga was asleep, bro.
Bleeding. He was asleep. He was unconscious. That nigga was sleeping. So, you know, Blueface later addressed it and asked Krishan Rocks, man, why you beat up my family like that? Like, he thought that shit was funny. Tight shit. He thought it was funny.
That's a wild nigga, bro.
Yeah, he thought it was funny. So, you know, I have people saying, like, you know, you shouldn't have put your hands on her. And then there was other people saying, like, if I'm Blueface, though, I can't just sit there and watch you punch my mama in the face. Like, his mama had 2 black eyes. Like, wow. I can't watch you punch my mama in the face. You know, some were saying I can't watch you punch my sister in the face. How do you look at this situation?
You're not gonna punch my mama in the face. Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna say I necessarily gotta beat your ass, but I am gonna if I have to remove you from that situation, if you on top of my mama or something, and you just happen to hit a wall as I threw you or some shit, it happened. I ain't gonna just dead ass fire off on you. But then again, you don't know what you're doing.
Even if the mama started it? Like she threw the Gatorade in her face.
But if you beating her ass, it's like, all right, that's enough. Like, cut this shit out. Like, you ain't gotta. You might in your head know shit. She had every right to do that shit, but you still ain't about to fight my mom.
Yeah, I can't let you put hands on my mama. Like, I'm gonna break the shit up. The problem was Blueface was sitting there watching the shit. I'm sorry, like, right or wrong, because if my mama was wrong, I'm gonna check my mom in another way. I ain't about to put no hands on my mama though, and I ain't finna let you put hands on my mama. That's disrespectful. I might let you fight my sister though. But the sister jumped in though on behalf of the mom. So it's kind of like, but the sister already did jump her. So that's why I said you might have to fight your fair one. Y'all fighting the fair one. You already, you my sister. The husband, anything go with that nigga. He can get his ass beat. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, you about to help try to break this up. And
listen,
whatever happened.
I mean, it sounded like the husband came up there on some rah-rah shit anyway.
He wasn't talking too much.
The brother-in-law. Yeah. The brother came in. It sounded like from the stories that I heard that the brother came up there on some rah-rah shit. And he got rah-rah. Rah-rah to the flow. But
hey, when the brother's gonna learn to leave the niggas alone?
Yeah, bro.
You saw what happened to what the baby and them did to old boy.
Yeah, man. We just gotta mind our business. That's the problem.
If that shit ain't got nothing to do with
the brother-in-law, you out here catching the fade and your, not even realizing that like your baby mama is my sister, your wife is the reason why this shit is going down for the most part. Like all she do, like she started this shit. She got her get back.
See, what I don't understand is in situations like that, you gotta evaluate what the hell going on. Like you gotta look around, read the room. Nigga, it's 10 of them. Yeah. At least.
And he hang with some gang members.
Yeah, so you
he hang with some members.
It's about 10. Let's just say we're gonna throw 10. And it's you. And you need to tone down the rah-rah a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
You ain't gotta be a bitch.
Yeah, brother. Don't come up here with all that. You come up here swallowing your chest like you can't get your ass beat. Why you think? Because you brother-in-law? So, and they said that he had the burner on him. And he still got his ass beat.
Couldn't get to it.
Nigga should have been nigga out of been open fire on everybody, nigga. Fuck wrong with that nigga. He came up there playing. That's the problem. You walk around all day playing and you got a gun on you and you still got your ass beat. So that was
first hit. He might have forgot that he had the gun on him.
Yeah, that was a little crazy to me. Have you ever heard of King Yella?
Heard of him.
He's a rapper from Chicago. And basically now he's taking the time. He kind of do what I do. Like he give his commentary, like hip hop commentary on YouTube. He got his own little page and shit is starting to boom. He making plays, salute to that. And basically he live in Vegas now. He just got the feds like some months ago and he lives in Vegas. And he from Chicago though. Like I think he just, he got out of Chicago. He lived in Vegas. So one of his homies had died, right?
Yeah.
So then the whole block was outside, the next couple of days, celebrating, how they do, drinking, smoking, celebrating the homie. One of the niggas show his location, ops come through, spin, shoot four the niggas up that he grew up with from his hood. I think 3 of them dead. So that make 4 in total and 1 in critical condition. Or maybe, no. I think 1 survived, 1 in critical condition, and the other 2 died. So that's 3 dead, 1 in critical condition, 1 survived. So of course, if you King Yella, you getting emotional about this shit. You know what I mean? But he was recording himself, like talking to the fans on YouTube. He was on live or Instagram live, one of the two. And he was crying and he was just saying like, damn man, like everybody, cause they said, people was on saying like, bro, you started off the live crying. Like you was crying and you picked up the phone and was crying. And so he was saying like, like my whole block is fucking dead. Like everybody I fucking grew up with is fucking dead. And he beefed with, like O Block 600 and shit.
Yeah. And
he beefed with 600 Breezy. 600 Breezy got on there laughing. Now 600 Breezy the same one who was going at Charleston White.
Yeah, I
like stop talking about Von, stop talking about Von, stop mocking Von, and stop talking about Von, and then he mocked King Yella. So King Yella just put up a post and he was just saying like, you know, this the problem. Like everybody just want to see like the demon side all the time, like where you just killing folks and shit. But I'm trying to show people like the real, like this is the result of like this type of shit.
Yeah.
King Yella's our age, so he kind of like lasted longer than a lot of people.
Shit, his whole block apparently.
Yeah, whole block. So what do you do? Do you disagree with crying in front of the camera, or do you fuck with his reasoning? Like what do you think about that type of shit when it comes to being on camera and showing your emotions?
In most cases, I think that's some lame ass shit. Like, if you really care about something, you shouldn't do that. But this one is a little different because that's what he do. That's his job. That's his profession. You in front of the camera. So at one point, you know he got to talk about it. It's shit that happened. Yeah. So it's like, if you in front of the camera, like if you got on there and you was crying, it'd be different because that's what you on there all the time. That's what you do. Me, I pick up a phone and do it. Nah, nigga. I need y'all niggas check my ass. Like, bro, put the phone down, nigga.
Yeah.
Because it don't seem as sincere if you got to pick up the phone so the whole world can see you cry.
I look at it like this. And like you just said, as a nigga like me who be on camera a lot, I look at it like this. Once you start getting camera and like, you know, I don't have as many subscribers as him. He's already like 50, 60,000 subscribers, right?
Yeah. So
he has a real relationship with his subscribers, like his fans and shit. I think that it was just a moment of, I think it was kind of therapeutic in a way for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To let that out. And like he said, I think he right. Like people always want a savage. They always want, you know, like they laugh with, you know, niggas mock deaths and shit, but like he's showing you the other side of this shit. Like, nigga, this shit really hurt. Like imagine if like your whole, like, nigga, it's like 4 of us for real.
Yeah.
Like imagine if everybody dead and you like the last nigga left. Like you gonna be like, what? And I'm only 32 years old. You gonna be like, what the fuck? It's just me. These is niggas I grew up with. Like sandbox type shit. So I get it. Like I just feel like also you can't really tell people how to mourn. Now would I do that? No. I'm not getting on camera crying. At least I'm not gonna start off crying. Like if I happen to be talking to the fans and I happen to get a little emotional, that's one thing. But I'm not picking up the phone like, what's up, gang? Like, nah.
I mean, it ain't nothing.
But I get it though.
It ain't nothing wrong with it. It just don't seem as sincere if it's not what you do. Like the whole shit when Tyrese did it.
Yeah, well,
I thought that was.
I felt like what Tyrese was doing was just for the courts. Yeah, like he was acting for the courts. Like he knew how to act that shit out. Like I'm trying to get custody. Fuck that. I'm trying to get joint custody. These niggas got me fucked up. So I just be looking at it like shit. Do what you do, man. But you know.
So the person that shared the location, did they die?
That nigga dead. That nigga was dead as a doorknob. Nigga, I ain't gonna
say that you was gonna be dead or dead.
The nigga literally flipped the camera and showed the block. He was like, had it on him. He's like, yeah, we outside. The nigga smoking and drinking lean. So you know his goddamn, he ain't on his P's and Q's. His reactive time ain't right. And this is why he slipped up. The nigga flips the camera and shows the fucking block.
That's all it takes.
And them niggas, nigga, what? Them niggas spunt on his ass. So, you know, I don't think that's funny. I just think like, y'all gotta listen. It's a time and a place to be sober. It's not like I understand you celebrating your homie, but if you on the block with it, you supposed to post that shit up after you leave, nigga. You ain't supposed to just be posting up on live and showing the block and shit like the ops ain't watching and laughing and shit.
Shit, that's the difference between back in the day and now. Like that's how niggas get pulled up on all the time. Niggas online too much on these motherfucking phones.
Leave them phones
just tell your business everywhere you go.
YSL, Chicago niggas, all y'all niggas need to leave the phone alone. Like, just get off the fucking phone. God damn. So, did you see Joe Budden taking his stance? You know what I mean? He's fighting the great fight for black strippers in New York. Did you see that?
He ain't say nothing wrong if you ask me.
The nigga said, NY strip clubs, not only are you not hiring black women, but you're purposely hiring the same exact girl. Your promoter having a type is going to lose y'all money this summer. This is disgusting. Not the girls, the optics. And it's like a picture of like, let me see, 12 strippers, and they got a promo picture, and all of them are Latino.
And they all look the same. Like, it's not even...
Yeah, they all look the same. And then Waka Flocka commented under the post because it got reposted. And he said, man, shut your soft ass up. And Joe Budden commented and said, or what? So, my question, is that really an important fight, what he's putting up there? Like, is that an important situation? Is that what the world needs right now?
I mean, I ain't gonna say the world needs, but it's a big stance on him. Like, he's a big strip club guy from what I get.
Yeah.
And if you going in there, you seeing it, and maybe he got a lot of females that he know that can't get the job at the strip club because they don't meet the criteria of the look. So, I mean, maybe he is taking a stance for the people that he fuck with.
The people want to hear that from Joe, the Latina slayer? You know, all of his women be Latino. But lately he's been, trying to, devil and devil back in the brown. You know what I'm saying? He's back with the blacks and the browns. And, yeah, so he's...
I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I think he's speaking how he felt.
I don't think he's wrong. I don't think the assessment is wrong. I think it is kind of funny and weird coming from him. Like I said, that nigga who's like heavy into the Latina community. And I know everybody don't have my stance, and I'm not like in the strongest stance of it or anything, but like, I just feel like there's other black representation we could be crying about. Like, we should be trying to get represented for before the strip club. Like, I feel like the strip club is like lower on the priority list.
I don't agree. Strippers' lives matter, okay?
They do. Listen, stripper lives do matter. I'm never gonna say that they don't. And I feel you. Get your money how you want to. I ain't never the type to shame somebody for doing what they do, right?
He want equality everywhere.
I just feel like, nigga, from a nigga who just basically scared a black woman off of his network for sexual harassment, it's just kind of like, bruh, is this what you need to be fighting right now? Are you trying to just get, like, is this pandering? Like, what are we doing?
People too hard on him at this point? Because every time he say something, it turns into something else.
I don't think so, because Joe's outspoken. And Joe don't give a fuck about what he say. He don't think of the consequences. You know what I'm saying? I really halfway think that he just like this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I be thinking sometimes, like, all right, is that shit that deep? Because I saw the post. I saw when he posted it.
I'm not mad at what he said. I just think it was funny. Like, I just was like, bro, you asked for that one. Like, you asking to get killed about that one.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I look at it. Like, nigga, there are... Not that niggas don't give a fuck about the strip club, but it's like, is this what we really... This is the fight you chose to wake up and have today? Like, hey, that's what I'm
He went to the strip club that night before. I was like, bro, I'm tired of this shit.
And he act like he don't like it.
First
like
off, no. Let me tell you, he ain't going to strip clubs. He going to titty bars. Because them ain't strip clubs in New York.
In New York.
Like,
so why Walker came in like that?
Walker just... Man, Walker had his phone in his hand, saw that shit, probably off the blunt, so shit.
I could tell Walker be looking at Joe Budden and looking at them little slippers and the tight pants and the fedora hats and shit and be like, man, this nigga's a bitch. Like, that's how I look at, and I think he had enough when he saw that shit.
I'm telling you, that nigga sitting there probably got a drink in his ass. It is bitch.
This really a bitch ass nigga, bro. I really hate this nigga, bro. That's what I feel like that nigga was doing. Like,
because it was no reason for Flocka to even say
yeah, like, that shit was random. Out of everybody, Walker? Waka Flocka?
Nigga, we ain't even heard from Walker.
Come on now.
I heard that nigga say nothing in a while.
Yeah, so Rallo, fam goon, you know what I'm saying? Rallo is getting out. He got sentenced. He finally got his case handled and resolved. He's getting 8 years, but through all the programs he did, halfway houses, and he's about to get his GED. Ultimately, he'll end up being out of jail maybe at the end of this year. Like it's looking like that if he completes everything he's supposed to complete still.
Well, that's good for Gucci.
He's not signed to Gucci no more.
Gucci pick him back
He
up.
asked for a release.
Oh, he did?
He asked for a release to Gucci, yeah. So Gucci
I
let
didn't
him
know
go
that.
while he's in jail. Cause you see the way that Gucci salute Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
He don't really salute Rallo like that when he was in jail. He wasn't holding him down. And I don't know if that was maybe a situation he learned, like that's why I need to support, Pooh Shiesty, or if it was like more so Pooh Shiesty is a bigger artist and that nigga's his money maker. So I'm gonna scream free my nigga. You know what I mean? So I'm not really sure what that was about. You know what I mean? So
How long Shiesty looking at?
he got 5.
You want to do the whole 5?
Well, he already got a year under his belt. Probably take off another 6 months. So probably like 3.5. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Like 3.5 for Pooh. But I guess if you ask me, I think that Rallo could still get out, have a career. I think he could be bigger than he was before he went. Because he already got caught doing what he said he'd do.
Yeah.
And he got heavy relationships in the city. Like he was cool with Future, cool with Thug, even though Thug's in jail, cool with Baby. So he got the connect. Cool. He's cool with Drake. He said even him and Drake had some songs. So I just think you got to come out guns blazing, just like unlike Bobby Smurda. Like come out and just make your shit.
He enjoying life right now still.
He enjoying too much of life. Bobby Smurda might be the biggest disappointment in hip hop in the last 5-6 years.
But I mean, he just got, like I said, he
just got been over a year now.
He just got off the label. He about to put out.
Should have been putting out music.
It's coming.
Freestyles, whatever you had to do, because I really feel like Bobby Smurda, he had a few good songs, and he went to jail, and so we was holding him to that standard. But now, it's kind of like, when I listen to him, I'm like, this nigga's really not that good.
I think he got some heat coming.
Man, I don't think that nigga got no heat coming. I ain't even gonna lie. Fuck that. But we'll see. You know what I mean? Bandman Kevo. Shout out to Bandman Kevo. You know who that is?
Hell no.
So Bandman Kevo, he's from Chicago. He's like he was in the scamming lane. He had ended up doing federal time. But he raps, owns businesses, like he has his hand in more than one basket.
Yeah.
And he ultimately makes a good amount of money. He a hustler. Big dude, probably like my height, 280, but you could tell he had a lot of solid muscle. He put up, now I noticed this the other day too. I'm like, damn, this nigga must have been in the gym. I'm looking at this girl, I'm like, bro, must have really been getting it in, because he had a picture in his wife beater, and his arms was always big, but like he used to have like a little situation, a little gut, like not nothing crazy. But all of a sudden, his stomach, he had abs, he had rock hard abs and shit. So people was asking him, and then he even did a video telling his workout regimen and shit. So I'm like, oh, he really been getting it in. He's like, I go to the gym twice a day, this, that, and the third. Turns out, bro, put it out there himself that he got liposuction.
Smart man.
That's the next question. So they was asking the ladies. And the ladies was like, they either said, I like my man with a little bit of gut. Or they were saying, why can't he just lose the weight? Like, why can't he just, 6 weeks?
But why is it okay for women to go get lipo? Man, fuck that shit, nigga. If you want to get lipo, nigga, go get your fucking lipo. Shit.
So you agree with men being able to decide to get lipo if they want? Like, we know that, well, I ain't gonna say we know, but these are 3 people that I suspect to get lipo that everybody's been talking about. Drake, I definitely know for sure Drake done got some lipo before. I definitely know French Montana got lipo. Cause that nigga had a little gut, and all of a sudden this nigga had rock hard abs. It was weird, and then his chest was still kind of flabby and shit. And then I think Moneybagg Yo got lipo. He used to be a big ass nigga, and now he just be walking around with his shirt off too. And it seemed like that shit happened overnight. And I watched him put up a video one time of him working out, and bruh just looked like he never worked out a day in his life. You can tell he didn't know what he was doing.
You know who need to go get the lipo?
Oh.
DJ Khaled. Because that working out shit ain't working out for you, bro. This nigga been working out, 17 years.
See, I think DJ Khaled got too much fat. His lipo had to take 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 sessions.
Hey, he got it. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing his ass on that treadmill too, though. That nigga be on the treadmill. Because you know what it is? He either be on the treadmill and just to do the videos and then he get right the fuck off. Or he be on there and do that and then he turn around and eat him some fucking donuts or some shit. Like, it's one of the two.
Oh, no, but lipo need to be in his near future.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong. It's just like, man, you know, when they get the hairpiece and shit now, like, niggas is, I think women is just mad because niggas is leveling the playing field.
They want all the cheat codes.
Yeah, I think they just, like, niggas is like, oh, bruh, if the nigga has been probably putting in work, maybe he just don't know what to do, but he just wanted that, he wanted his physique looking well. Who are y'all to tell him that he can't, there's only one way he need to learn how, he need to lose weight? Because what if that's how we want you to look? Y'all don't be having these natural ass shapes. Y'all be looking like bees and ants and shit. When y'all be getting y'all BBLs and shit. They was calling his shit a HeBL.
Just cause nigga he ain't put it nowhere else.
He said he got the back fat and the stomach taken out. That's it. And he said he went from,
if you got the money, nigga,
he said he went from 284 to 220. That's a lot of weight.
Damn.
That was a lot of stomach.
Damn.
That was a lot of stomach. So shit, I ain't even mad at you, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
Shit, I'm gonna get a quote. Nigga, I'm gonna come back with abs.
Nigga said I gotta go see what's going on.
I'm gonna get a quote, dog. I'm gonna come back by July, nigga. Abs.
So there was a rumor about Travis Kelce going around. It ended up getting cleared up, but we ain't here to clear up rumors. This was the rumor. This is what we gonna run with. The title said Travis Kelce's girlfriend, Kayla Nicole, allegedly broke up with him because he kept making her pay half of everything in the 5 years they were together. Now, this is a legendary tight end Pro Bowler. No.
And over that whole relationship.
Oh, he only gave her $100. So is this hard or is this corny? You know what I'm saying? Let me know.
Nigga, that ain't his wife. It's a partnership. We in this together, baby.
Oh my God.
It depends on where they stand at too. Now, if he made her pay half
at a mansion,
you can't. Maybe he meant like half the bills. You know, fuck it.
And bills got to be expensive though.
Shit, she must have some money coming in if she able to pay half.
And if that's what really happened, yeah, I do think that's like, damn, like, bro, like he like on the game, he Jason. He Terry Crews and everybody hate Chris. That boy only spent $100. That nigga used to be like, girl, you got to buy your own tickets to the game.
Can't even use the family and friends.
Can't even use the pass. Like, nope, I can do 2 for 1 on this. Nope, it's not on sale this week.
He gonna sell that ticket.
You can't come to Arrowhead this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn.
So what was the cleanup? Let's hear that part.
She ended up clearing it up and said that's basically just a lie. Like, that's not true.
So are they really broken up?
I don't know if they broken up. She didn't say that. She just said that this story isn't true. So,
but that shit funny though.
Yeah, shit. That's crazy. $100 shit. That's good. Hey, if he can pull that off, you know what I'm saying? He need to be in the players ball. I ain't even gonna lie.
Shit. And make you pay half.
Speaking of another player, did you see Diddy having Miami and the other girl? I don't even know who she is. I don't even remember her name. Some other chick fighting online like they went to Berkmar, and it was 2010 on Twitter. Did you see that?
Nah.
Miami was on there saying like, I don't give a fuck if that's your nigga hoe. I'ma still fuck with him. The girl was sending shots back. Miami was on there acting like she was still living in goddamn the projects. Like, and Diddy was like, you know, like a real OG. He was just sitting back not saying nothing. Nothing online.
That's how you supposed to do it.
You know, he just sat there and let them argue. And then, you know, we seen it last night, they went to some event. They was together still. You know what I mean? So, you know, is Diddy, is like that's some player shit, like where his girl can say like I'm still gonna fuck with this nigga and I know he be fucking with you. Like should Miami be living like that and she's got her own money, own public figure, own shit.
It's always better to spend somebody else's money. If she ain't got Diddy money.
Yeah.
Her money is like
There's levels to this shit. 3 million versus goddamn
500,000.
A billion, goddamn 775 million.
Yeah, that's a shit. You got that lifestyle, nigga. You still reap the benefits. Shit, they both winning in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
Diddy laying back like a player.
Diddy, she just the new Cassie. He just gonna waste her time for like 15 years.
But she a little smarter. She know her role. She playing her. Look, I don't give a fuck if it's your nigga. I'm still gonna be fucking him.
Yeah, she went crazy. Like that's but are we really surprised that Young Miami is talking like that? She just living her rap. Well, is that living your rap because she talking about tricking niggas? Maybe it's because he spend money. I don't know.
I'm sure Diddy tricks off on her.
But she love it. Yeah, he an old school player. Come on, man. We know he's spending money.
He know you got to pay to play.
Hey, man. I'll pay to get up in my... Never mind. Hey, let me see. I don't even remember what happened with Kodak Black. What the fuck happened with Kodak Black? Oh, speaking of Young Miami. Kodak... I don't even know about this. Kodak... So, this Young Miami mama. Kodak put, why you don't put hard eyes under my pictures? Under her picture. Now, I don't know how he meant that. Like, if he was, he liked to try to shoot his shot at women. But he also, I don't know if that was just him saying, like, like on some, what's up, ma-in-law? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that meant. But should Kodak be putting these type of posts under another celebrity's mama pictures? Like, why is he doing that?
Oh, let's dig deeper. Maybe he did fuck Miami and he already know moms.
He kind of put it out there like the way he said it one time, like that maybe he hinted it like, maybe something happened with him in Miami.
So shit, he might know moms, nigga. That's an inside joke. That he found.
It also could be now. We know he's a habitual shot shooter.
He horrible at that shit too.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that nigga be saying.
That nigga Marcus Smart. That nigga Marcus Smart, like, he gonna shoot you out the game. But every once in a while, he gonna hit a big one. You know what I mean?
Hey,
that's Marcus Smart.
Shoot. Yeah,
even non-shooters shoot at this point. They like the NBA. Fuck it. Shout out to Kodak Black. Lastly, we could talk about Nori, I guess. So, Nori, he got his podcast and shit. He went on a rant. And he was saying, like, these black entertainers go to these platforms like, these late night TV shows and all of that, but they don't come to $1 million worth of game. Don't come to him. Don't come to other people, within the culture. Is there, at a certain point, should you always kind of like, say like you're Cardi B?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were speculating he was talking about Cardi B. Should Cardi B owe it to the culture to sit down with, with a certain entity of the culture, like a black thing, or should she still be, can you grow past that? Like, I don't do these type of interviews no more. I'm mainstream, I'm crossover. I'm doing late night television shows. I'm doing shows that are like 6-7 times bigger than these hip hop platforms. Like, we know Joe Budden to be, like, I seen Joe Budden been struggling to get to 1 million subscribers for like 2 years now. It's been like at 960,000 for whatever reason. But there's like, I watched Dirk, like, okay, so I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I can give you a good example. A good example of this situation is Academics. He got his podcast. It's booming. It's just one of the top podcasts out, but he just got started. He had a relationship with Dirk. Business wise, they've done business together, interviewed him. They asked him for favors all the time and shit. And then he said when Dirk album dropped, and that was around the same time that he was putting out the podcast, he said, he said, I'm cashing in on everybody that owe me favors. Like, Dirk, I need you on the podcast. Come pull up. He said Dirk told him like, no, I got you. Like, when my album drop, I'm gonna come there. But essentially, he never came, and then he went and did an interview with these white dudes who got like 15 million subscribers on YouTube. So the video did millions upon millions of views easily. Like it did way more traction there than it would have did with Academics. But Academics is the hip hop culture. Does these rappers in situations like that, do they owe it to the culture to do these interviews and come on their platform and stuff?
I feel like there's so many different platforms out there now. If you do one, why you ain't do the other? Mm-hmm. You got to do the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact, like, I don't think you should not do it.
Yeah.
You got to do those.
Like, niggas should be on Jimmy Fallon.
Right. Like, that's shit you don't pass up. Like, nigga, you got to do that. But at the same time, if you have time and, you know, time to get back to doing that, then do it. But you can't, you know, once you hit a certain level, like that certain shit, stepping stones you got to take. Yeah. And if you could do the smaller ones while doing the big shit, cool. But nigga, time is money.
I would like to see him do both. I feel like Lil Durk, cause you could tell too when they was interviewing Lil Durk, they didn't know nothing about his music. Like this is just, I know Nori didn't say nothing about Durk, but that's the first thing that came to mind when I seen it, because I was like, why the fuck is Durk on this platform right here? Even though it's gonna get him bigger exposure, I don't know if these people are really gonna, like, is it gonna stick? Are these people really gonna follow him? Now, when he went on $1 million worth of game, Lil Durk, I feel like that shit made more waves on the internet, even though it's a smaller platform because it's based in hip hop.
Just like that, you did both.
Yeah.
So as long as you,
I don't know why he didn't go to Academics. I know Academics kind of feel away about that. But he dropped in the deluxe, so maybe he'll stop and do the deluxe. Or maybe he feel like Academics gonna ask too good questions because he's a good interviewer.
Probably.
He gonna ask you some shit. And he ain't gonna hold back. So maybe he said, I don't know. But Durk, we still waiting on that. You know what I mean? And shout out to Nori. I think that was a good, you know, little rant. I think that, you know, I would like to see him at least do both. But I do understand if they only do one. Like if Kendrick Lamar don't even do interviews. But if he ended up, I like how Kendrick Lamar, he always go to like Big Boy's Neighborhood, or he been on the Breakfast Club. Like he don't really do too many interviews, but he do like the biggest platforms for the culture. I do like that, but I understand if people just want to, you know, that's their primary focus.
I mean, some of that shit, I don't think they really could dictate. Like, the label tell you got to do this interview over here.
Well, niggas ain't telling Kendrick Lamar.
I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying, like, certain people.
Yeah, they might set it up.
Like, yo, you got to do this, man.
Especially if you like an artist. I think it's just because, like, on the way up, the artist asks for favors. Like, they'll beg you to be on the show. And then once they blow up and say you ask for that favor in return, they be like, I'll let you know, bro. Like, I think that sound like that's some shit that set Nori off. Like, y'all niggas be needing help, asking me to beg and to come on the show, then y'all get fucking hot. And then it's just like, I'll let you know. Like, you know what I mean? Type shit. Now that I understand. So, I don't know, man. It's time for that. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Say what? What's the scenario?
Hey.
So, I'm dealing a little different this time. I seen some shit on these questions on Instagram and just these situations on Instagram. And this particular one, I'm going to ask you, like, what's your instant turn off? Because it was a joke. A girl said on Twitter, she said she enjoyed a date with this guy, but she's not interested in the second one with him. And she said it's because he blew his food to cool it down.
Maybe she sees signs early and is like, shit, that was cool and all, but let me run.
What is your petty turnoff with the woman? Like, do you have a petty turnoff? Something that really like, that grinds your fucking gears, that shouldn't grind your gears as much?
Damn, if you wouldn't have asked me, I would have been able to tell you. Kinky twist.
Nah, I knew he was about to say that. I know that nigga was about to say that.
I was trying to think of something else, but kinky twist definitely won.
I mean, you know, people ain't wearing that no more unless you old girl on Sisters. She's still been wearing them kinky twists for like 4 seasons, goddamn. Shout out to Tyler Perry.
Shit.
I'm trying to think what's mine. I don't know if that's an instant turn off, because I don't even know if it's like really a big turn off, but it is something I noticed, like women who nails ain't like up to par, like, you know what I'm saying, like little chipped like that shit kind of irritate me, especially chipped toes. Like maybe I can understand your fingernail. You might have, rubbed it up against something, broken nail. You ain't got to get the feeling yet, whatever it may be. But if your toes is raggedy, then I'm supposed to be the only nigga with raggedy toes in a relationship. What the fuck you got going on here? You know what I mean? So that's one of them. Let me think. Probably a girl who always around the house looking like nothing. Like it's cool. It's cool. Like I get it. Like, when you at home, but if put it like this, if you at home and you always looking raggedy and then you go to see your girls, and you look good, but I always gotta see you at home with the bonnet and the fucking robe on and shit. I'm probably gonna look at you like, God damn, like that's an instant turn off.
Mine is somebody that, like if you're a really good singer and then you sing everything, like you just aggressively sing, like
I know who you talking.
That shit's like. That is annoying as fuck. Like, bro, we was walking down. Listen, we at the grocery store, and the song might be on, and you going for like you Beyonce out there. I'm like, yo,
that's a no go. A woman with bad table manners, like she smack her food real heavy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Courtney with your food smacking ass. But yeah, women who smack their food. You chew your gum a little too hard.
Yeah, that chewing gum.
You chew your gum a little too hard. I don't know. It's a lot of shit. That shit can really do, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's weird. You know what I mean? Women who just, they dress funny, like they ain't really got no kind of sense of style.
Overly touchy, bro. That shit annoys the fuck out of me.
Yes, overly touchy. Overly PDA.
Ain't even that. Just like everything gotta be a touch your shoulder.
Yeah, don't be touching all on me. Stop rubbing on my chest all the time. Like, don't even overly say bae to me. Like, stop calling me bae like that much. Goddamn.
Face. I hate to touch my face.
Definitely don't touch my face. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make me break out and shit. Fuck wrong with you, girl. So yeah. All right. Let me see what this one is. Okay, so this one I seen on Twitter as well. There's a mom. Her daughter is graduating from the 6th grade. Apparently, the mama didn't buy her a dress for graduation. So the stepmother, who's married to the husband, bought the girl a dress, and the mom was pissed that the stepmama that she took her and said, "You could have included me." Or you could have called me.
But you ain't want to buy it yourself.
And now it's a problem.
She the problem. The mama the problem. You should be grateful, say thank you, and keep it moving. Shit.
Yeah, I feel like she did you a favor. You saved some money because you couldn't afford it or whatever. But the kids is always gonna follow the money. So we gotta be honest with that. The kids is always gonna follow the money. Whoever you got the best toy, like you bought the best toy, I'm fucking with this toy. You didn't buy the dress, the mama bought the dress, she probably even let her pick, the stepmama probably even let her pick it out. You know what I mean?
Get what you want.
What the fuck, where was your antennas? You should have been you knew that the graduation was coming.
You had all
You could have put them pennies together and got her a fucking dress. So yeah, shame on you. And then they went in and looked at her, they went and looked deep into her, her TikTok bag, and all of her TikToks is basically about the stepmama. So it's like, oh, this is deeper. This is deeper than a dress.
You just hate her.
You're crazy. That's all it is. You're a crazy hater. You know what I mean? So let's see. I got one more. Oh my God. Okay, I'll make this one a story. Cut and Sticky. Cut and Sticky and Letitia been dating for a while. You know what I mean? And he's not happy. He been trying to get out of this relationship. He been trying to ease his way out of the relationship. But he's realizing Letitia crazy as hell. So one day he just said, fuck it. And he breaks it off with her like, hey, listen, it's not going down no more. We over with. This relationship done. And Letitia gets upset. And when Sticky goes to work, she takes the urn that his mother's ashes was in and throws this shit over the bridge into the water.
whatever Sticky decides to do, Sticky's in the right. He should have pushed her ass over that bridge. And I hope he can swim it.
So you think that you're not mad at bodily damages?
Nope.
Blueface would have let Christian Rocks do that shit. He wouldn't have gave a fuck.
I'm Blueface in this situation. Nigga, do what the hell you gotta do.
Man, listen. Yeah, that's... Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Cause I think, that story you talking about, I think she got arrested.
She went to jail for it. Yeah.
Is that a felony?
40-year-old woman.
Is that a felony? It damn sure should be one.
It's like getting rid of a corpse or some shit. That shit sounded like, the way they worded that shit, it sounded like a felony. It sounded like an F. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she definitely, I hope that nigga has some sisters. Sticky, you got some sisters? You need to let them beat the fuck out of her. Like, beat the fuck out of her. Then call the police on her. Like,
again,
I'll even if you a street nigga and she did that, I don't mind you ratting. I don't mind you calling the police on that bitch. Cause this bitch done threw your mama in the water. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't like you can go get your mama back.
Yeah, that's done. It's over with now. So I thought that was like...
And the shit was windy, so...
It was all on her
face and shit.
Her stupid ass. She got dead corpse all on her body. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, baby, you got to get it together. You're not the most intelligent person that we've ever seen. So... I don't know.
She definitely need her ass whooped.
Yeah. You got anything?
Nah, man.
Hey, man, that was a good little quick episode, man. I tell you, I got an hour of our time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kazai. Shout out to Leroy. Shout out to Chris. They'll be back about next episode. Some of them 2, 3, 3, 3. We don't know. Somebody gonna be here. So, shit.
Shit, you never know.
Yeah, they'll be here. We got to do our monthly, just us two. But, next episode, we back cracking, and it is what it is. And we out, baby.